a lot of black money is stashed in uh, countries like Mauritius and other countries. How do you mitigate this issue?
We are daily working with all our enforcement agencies to make sure that we never go back again on the grey list. So an MOU was signed between Prime Minister and our Prime Minister Dr. Navin Ramgoolam, between the Enforcement Agency of India and the Financial Crime Commission of Mauritius. So we are constantly working to make sure that our financial services system is not abused.
So ma'am, is it will it be safe to say that now Mauritius is no more a tax haven and no more black money stashed in that country?
Mauritius was never a tax haven. What we have to do is make sure that our institutions are working effectively. If there is an abuse, that we catch them.
Today joining us Dr. Jyoti, she is the Minister of Financial Services from Mauritius. I want to ask direct question to you straight away. How do you see India-Mauritius economic relationship moving?
See, first of all, let me start with our historical and ancestral relationship. As you know, the majority of the Mauritian population originally come from different parts of India. And so we have very deep-rooted ancestral, cultural, linguistic relationship with India. And this bond is very, very deep-rooted and strong. And over the past few years, we have been trying to now work in strengthening the economic partnership and the economic relationship. Prime Minister Modi came to our Independence Day celebration as our chief guest in March. Our Prime Minister hopefully will be visiting India soon. The aim is really build on this bond of cultural ties into more economic relationship going forward.
Can you give us some numbers that how much is the trade and how much are you expecting, any trajectory you have set?
See, for my financial services sector, India has been a very important market. Mauritius was the first FDI driver to India for a very, very long time. It's no longer the first FDI driver after the DTA was amended in 2016. We're now the third FDI driver after Singapore and the United States. And my aim is really to grow the share of India business in financial services in Mauritius.
When you say FDI driver, can you say in a layman language what is it about and what are the factors in this?
So what happens is foreigners, foreign countries wanting to invest in India, they have to find the best way of structuring that investment. And often they use vehicles and structures based in Mauritius because of the various tax treaties with various countries that we have in place, but also the ecosystem that we have built in Mauritius in terms of the AML CFT, the ease of doing business, the facilitations that we have in place to be able to bring investments in India.
So do you see India as a big lucrative market?
It is a very important market for Mauritius and for the world. India's economy is growing fast, one of the fastest growing economies in the world. India is projected to become the third largest economy in the world. And all of that is, extremely, has huge potentials and opportunities.
So which area particularly you are looking at to grow?
Obviously, from my ministries, it's to start with, it's financial services. But we are also, I am also in charge of the portfolio of economic planning. And with my other colleague ministers, we are working on developing new sectors. Fintech, for example, IT, health care and health sciences. We are a small island state, but we are a large ocean state. We have got large ocean. So we are also trying to develop an ocean economy, renewable energy. And in all these sectors, India has made a lot of investment. and we believe that there are potential for cooperation between both our countries.
So, when you say fintech, how much is the cooperation, ongoing cooperation right now?
Fintech is fairly new. We are working on a fintech strategy. There are already a few fintech vehicles based in Mauritius, Indian origin fintech based in Mauritius, working with African countries. So Mauritius is trying to be a hub, a fintech hub, and given India's advanced knowledge and experience on this, we are trying to use that and work in partnership with our Indian partners to be able to promote that in African countries.
Ma'am, I know it is wrong to compare the two economies, but when it comes to people coming from outside and talking about it, so we always compare India and China. From Mauritius' point of view, how do you look at two economies, and which one do you find better, if I can ask?
See, the reality today globally is that the tectonic plates are shifting from west to east, from north to south. For us, based in the small island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, we have on the east China, and we have India. We have good relationship with both countries. We have people of China living in Mauritius, and we have people of India. The vast majority of people of Mauritius come from India, and on our west we have the African continents. So our view is that we will work with all these giants on our doorsteps in collaboration, and so we will not compare one to the other. We're really working with all these countries as partners.
Ma'am, another pressing issue which India is facing is the black money. Like, there is always suspicion, and there is always talk about a lot of black money stashed in countries like Mauritius and other countries. How do you crack down on it, and how do you mitigate this issue?
It's a very valid question, and as you know, there is a lot of perception about this, but the reality is that we have very robust systems and procedures in place. We found ourselves on the EU grey list a few years ago. We came out of it. We are fully compliant to the 40, either compliant or largely compliant to all 40 FATF requirements. We have the mutual evaluation coming up in 2027, and we are daily working with all our enforcement agencies to make sure that we never go back again on the grey list. So we are working very, very hard. We have 12 agencies who are involved in, supervision, regulation, and I also need to add that earlier this year, when Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji came to Mauritius for a state visit on the occasion of our Independence Day, an MOU was signed between Prime Minister and our Prime Minister Dr. Navin Ramgoolam, between the Enforcement Agency of India and the Financial Crime Commission of Mauritius for more collaboration, cooperation, intelligence sharing, capacity building, training. So we are constantly working to make sure that our financial services system is not abused by any illicit.
So, ma'am, is it will it be safe to say that now Mauritius is no more a tax haven, and no more black money stashed in that country?
Mauritius was never a tax haven. We are a low tax jurisdiction.
But as you said, it is abused time and again.
There have been cases, as have been in many other countries. Even in London, you get cases like that sometimes. So in many countries, what we have to do is make sure that our institutions are working effectively. If there is an abuse, that we catch them.
So is it come down? Like, the abuse has come down?
We don't see, we are constantly working on this, and we haven't seen any recent cases of abuse.
So, ma'am, I conclude this interview, but at the end, you have agreed to speak in Hindi. So, प्रधानमंत्री की लीडरशिप को आप किस तरह से यहाँ पे देखते हैं? और अभी वो आप मॉरिशस आए थे आपके नेशनल डे पे, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि क्या प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी की लीडरशिप से भी इन दो देशों में और ज़्यादा करीबी आई है?
देखिए, हमारी बहुत खुशनसीबी की कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी हमारे देश में आए। हम हमारे न्यू गवर्नमेंट जो नवंबर लास्ट ईयर में इलेक्टेड हुआ, वो पहले हेड ऑफ स्टेट थे जो हमारे देश में आए। हमको बहुत बहुत हमारे सभी देशवासियों को बहुत प्राइड हुआ कि वो हमारे देश में आए। और इंडिया का लीडरशिप बोलने का नहीं है, देखने का है। वो इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट जो हुआ है वो बोलने का की ज़रूरत नहीं है। इतना सारा इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट हो रहा है और जो आगे देखते हैं, जो मैं वन ऑफ द थिंग कि यहाँ पर आई हूँ से नीति आयोग से मिलने, और वो आपका विकसित भारत अभियान जो है बहुत एम्बिशियस प्लान है। और एक प्लान नहीं है, वो एक प्लान है जो जिसका एग्जीक्यूशन हो रहा है कि वो बस एक पेपर न रह जाए। तो स्ट्रॉन्ग लीडरशिप के बिना वो नहीं हो सकता है। और हम देख रहे हैं कैसे इंडिया ट्रांसफॉर्म हो रहा है।
तो आपको लगता है दोनों मुल्कों के बीच में करीबी बढ़ी है?
100% बिल्कुल। हमारे देश की टाइज और बढ़ती जा रही है।
आप मुलाकात कर रहे हैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी से?
अब इस बार नहीं, लेकिन जब मॉरिशस आए थे तो हमारी बहुत मुलाकात हुई उनसे यहाँ।
आज गणेश चतुर्थी भी, अगर आप कोई मैसेज देना चाहते हैं गणेश चतुर्थी पे, आपके यहाँ पे भी बनाया जाता है इसको जोर शोर से?
100%। हमारे यहाँ तो पब्लिक हॉलीडे है, तो हमारे यहाँ नेशनल पब्लिक हॉलीडे है। और
कमाल है, हिंदुस्तान में नहीं है और मॉरिशस में हॉलीडे है।
पब्लिक हॉलीडे है, नेशनल पब्लिक हॉलीडे से सभी हिंदू भाई बहन ये बहुत बहुत एनर्जी से मनाते हैं। पूजा करते हैं रात भर, फिर गणेश जी का विसर्जन करते हैं। नहीं, बहुत बहुत एनर्जी होता है। बस गणेश चतुर्थी, फिर महाशिवरात्रि, फिर दिवाली, बहुत सभी कावेरी, उगादी, सभी जो इंडियन फेस्टिवल्स है हमारे देश में बहुत बहुत एनर्जी से हम लोग सेलिब्रेट करते हैं।